So welcome to this webinar. So Bimser is our Acumatica ISV globally. Long time now already. We are working very closely together. We work on a lot of opportunities and won opportunities in Asia already together. So that is why we decided today to do a catch up on the functionalities available again, because especially here in Asia, for the market that we are having here, we believe that these are really important add-ons to our standard Acumatica functionality that we are having, mainly focusing for sure on the quality management part of it. But you will see today in a total overview that there's much more available that Bimser has. And again, we want to motivate all partners, think about adding this to your solutioning portfolio to again make a difference to the competition that is out there in the market. So with this, I think Kevin, just take over and maybe show us what you have.
Thanks, Thorsten. Thank you so much for introductions. Much appreciated, and thank you for inviting us. It is always a pleasure working with you and Acumatica ecosystem as always. Thank you so much. So my name is Kevin Devecioglu. I'm the Managing Director of Bimser International. And with me today, I have my colleagues, and we connect to introduce you our software systems. These are Acumatica certified software systems that's designed to run standalone as well as integrated with Acumatica ERP to supplement Acumatica ERP functionalities in Acumatica community as well as in the market in general. I have with me my colleague Sanlat. He's our pre-sales software engineer, and he'll be running the show and tell during this webinar session as to showing you how our systems look, feel, how they complement Acumatica ERP, and most of the benefits and features of our systems. Sam will be presenting and demonstrating for you. Also, I have my colleague with me, Serdar Ojar. He's the product manager of EBA, so he'll be also with us during the Q&A session as to address your questions with regards to our software systems for quality management, maintenance management, as well as workflow management. So I'd like to get started with introductions as to what we are going to be presenting today. And during these presentations, I have actually a brief set of slides, so I won't bore you so much. And then I'll hand it over to my colleague Sam, and he'll be demonstrating our software systems integrated with Acumatica ERP and interacting with Acumatica at the same time. So let's, I think, get started. A brief introduction about who we are and what we do. Our company is Bimser International, and we are an enterprise software maker since 1998. We are based in New York. In a sense, what we do is we help companies adapt digital transformation and simplify their processes in a paperless and automated digital work environment. That is what we do, and we believe that that's very helpful and beneficial for businesses anywhere in the world. We have global presence, as you see on the map. While we are based in New York, we also have a presence in Istanbul metro area, in southern Europe, as well as in Netherlands, in the middle of Europe. So we are a group of companies, as you see. We are about 300 people. We are a growing organization, and we are active in various ecosystems. We are an official Acumatica independent software vendor, ISV, as you call it in short in the marketplace. And we are ISO 9001 certified and ISO 27001 certified. What it means is we have quality policies, procedures in place to make sure when we are developing our products, we always look for the highest quality, the highest outcome, as well as when we deliver our systems. We are also looking for the highest quality and customer satisfaction always in mind. That's what it means. So we are very systematic as to how we are operating. We are active globally. In addition to Europe and Middle East, we are also active in North America, South America, Africa. We are very active in Asia. Just like Thorsten mentioned earlier, we work very close with Acumatica ecosystem, which we are very happy about, and we are looking forward to further this relationship. Also, we are active in Australia and New Zealand. So we are a global company, and we are an enterprise software maker, software publisher. And we only work through our partners. We have a lot of similarities with Acumatica. I think that's why we get along very well overall. So we only sell our products, our software systems through our partnership channel, our local partners only. We don't sell directly, we sell through our partners. So that is critical. So moving forward, since 1998, we developed these 4 products: EBA, BIM, Qdms, and Ensemble. EBA is our electronic business automation platform. It has a powerful workflow engine supported by document management, dashboard, as well as records management capabilities. We have BIM. BIM is an asset, maintenance, facility, fleet, drone, and energy management software. It is also an Acumatica certified application. It is designed to help you manage your assets. So assets are here actually a little bit more operational. So aside from the financial point of view, looking at the assets as for depreciation and amortization approach, we are looking at the assets here from the operational point of view. Taking care of the assets, maintaining them, extending the life cycle of assets is the core purpose of this software system B. So you can manage your assets as machinery, equipment, cars, trucks, fleets, and also commercial drones as a recent trend. And you can manage preventive, periodic, and predictive maintenance operations on BIM digitally. Qdms is another Acumatica certified solution. It is a quality, risk, audit, performance, and compliance management software. It helps you comply with ISO, SQF, BRC, FAA, as well as AS9100, and any type of quality and compliance related requirements in a digital environment. That is integrated with Acumatica as well, so you can manage your quality management systems digitally. Since as a company we are ISO 9001 certified, we are also using Qdms on a daily basis as a requirement of our quality management system. Qdms is very helpful for us as well to digitize and automate our quality management system. Right now we have about 300 users on Qdms already, so we are an active user, but we are experiencing the benefits of it almost every single day. Ensemble is an intelligent business process modeling software. It is designed to help you design your business processes virtually, and you can also manage your corporate performance activities as well on Ensemble. In the bottom, you can see a contract management application, which is also an Acumatica certified solution. It helps you manage your contracts in a digital environment. You can design your contracts digitally, and you can sign them, record them, report them, and resend them and retrieve them when needed digitally. And finally, we have Synergy CSP, Content Services Platform, which is actually EBA platform's true cloud, no-code, low-code automation version of it. And we are releasing Synergy at our annual summit this year on March 16 and 17, and also I'll also share the information with you shortly. Our systems, BIM, Qdms, and EBA, they have very modern technology. They are integrated with Acumatica. They work on cloud, they work on-premise servers, and they are web-based. You can access them anytime, anywhere. And also, we have the capabilities of integrating other systems whenever needed. So that is also an important capability that we offer, so we can pull and push data easily. Other than that, our systems also communicating with other software systems as well as IoT devices to pull and push data, so the companies, customers, businesses can have an integrated business management environment, which is actually very critical nowadays in a competitive marketplace. This slide shows how many projects we have deployed by the end of 2019. I have to update these numbers because they are higher right now. They also show more or less how many customers we have. As you see, we have actually, we recently passed the 2,000 mark. We have more than 2,000 corporate customers, and we have more than 1.5 million professional users using our system. So our systems are solid, mature, proven, and they are also backed by reputable brands and corporations as well as institutions, as you see on the screen. We work with 3M, we work with Bridgestone, Nissan, United Nations is one of our customers, for example. We work with Unilever, Henkel, International Paper, and many other reputable organizations, brands, and institutions. Okay, so that is my part so far, is to introduce Bimser International on a high level, as well as our product portfolio, just to give you an idea as to their capabilities and what they do on a high level. Our systems are, in essence, they're enterprise level, so they can easily scale up, so they can grow with your operations. So that is an important benefit nowadays. Our systems can scale up and scale down. Okay, great. So before further ado, I'd like to invite Selmat, my colleague, to our virtual stage. And Sam will be showing us how our systems work, how they operate, as well as how they are integrated with Acumatica ERP system to complement, supplement Acumatica ERP functionalities. Sam, if you're ready, please take over the screen.
Sure, thank you, Kevin. And can you please let me share my screen?
Okay, let me see. Okay, let's see. Okay, I believe.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, perfect.
Great.
Thanks.
Thank you, Kevin, for your presentation, and thank you for joining today's webinar. And this is Sam, the pre-sales software engineer of Bimser International, based in New York. So today I will demonstrate you EBA, Qdms, and BIM on a high level. As Kevin mentioned in his presentation, our system are integrated with Acumatica, so that you can also open our system on the same page of Acumatica. Like on the top, you can still make your searching and go to the workspace from the left of Acumatica. And on your right, you can connect to our system. And first of all, let us get into EBA, our enterprise business automation platform. So right after you log into the system, first of all, you can see this homepage and you can find all the pending tasks and also the request for approval on this home screen. And furthermore, you can find your favorite document and you don't have to remember the whole path of the document that you upload to our system. EBA is a permission-based system, meaning not everyone can see everything. Different users will have different permission settings based on their role, position, profession, department, and group. As I'm now logging in as the admin so that I have the full control of the system. And on our left, this is the modules that we have on EBA. And thanks to the modular structure of EBA, you can pick and choose the module that you want to have and deploy on your cloud or on-premise server. And first of all, let us get into the workflow management module. And in this module, you can find all the requests for your approval in this page. Also, you can find all the requests that you have sent out and waiting for someone approval. And all your requests will be shown in a list with also the status on this page as well, so that you can keep tracking the progress and also the status of your requests. And here are some sample processes that we put together on our demo environment. And you can see the capability and also the flexibility of EBA. We can digitize any business processes for any industry. And from this sample processes, you can see we have the applications for HR purposes, for aviation industry, for project management, quality control, marketing, production, and so on. So today I will show you one of the example of this process as the one right here for quality control. So saying we have placed our purchase order in Acumatica and we receive our material. Then we can use this application to do our quality control. And this is the form that we design on EBA. And for all the application on EBA, there are two sides. One is the form and the other is the flow side. The flow for all the application, there is a unique workflow behind it and working as the approval flow and also as the actual operation of your company. And on the form side, you can find that the system or this application capture the username and also the department and today's date automatically. Furthermore, you can find all the purchase order that we have recorded in Acumatica and show in our application so that you can make a quick searching and also pick and choose the purchase order that you want to have in this list. So we can pick either one of them and you will find, you will see the rest of the fields will be filled automatically, including the items that we have in this particular purchase order. Besides, you can also set up the expiration date, like pick and choose the date from our calendar and set up a reminder to be sent by the system to you by the expire date. And once the form is ready, then we can send this out by using the control icon on the top and put this into our workflow. As for all the requests that we have filed, they will be saved in an archive of EBA. So you're more than welcome to go back and retrieve the history of your applications and put this on your screen. So this is one of the records that we have. And based on the workflow, we also send this to the lab for inspection or testing. So right here, we can see if there's any inspection result, they are out of the range. And as for the reference range or the criteria, we can also set up in our application and the system will detect and if they are within the range that we have set up in your application. And as for those applications that we have, the form and also the flow side, they are configurable, meaning we can, during the implementation, we will design the form and also the workflow based on your preference and also the actual operation of your company. And there is a module, dashboard module, which is a tool to visualize all your real-time data and show in the ranges of our dashboard. So your data will be shown as a scorecard, a list, a pie chart, a table, or a bar chart. So it's helped you to keep tracking the performance and also KPI of your company. Furthermore, the ranges interact with each other. So considering the top left ranges, these are different locations or departments of your company. And when we click one of them in this list, and you will see the real-time data change accordingly based on the command or the locations that we have made on the top left one. And in EBA, we come to the document management module, which allows you to save and manage your document. For example, your contracts, invoices, training materials, or your drawings in this module. So we can have our library for our departments or based on the document type. And under our library, this is mine, and then we can create our subfolders or upload our documents directly. So let us get into my folder. And you can see all the folders sitting under this, or all the file and folders sitting under this folder. And EBA supports different documents or file format that you upload to the system, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, image, video, audio, or KIT file. So you can open your document in the built-in browser of EBA and start reading your document. Also, EBA helped you to manage your versioning in this module as well. So when you have the permission, then you can also get back to the previous version or the original document. If you don't have those permissions, then EBA always showed you the most up-to-date document in this built-in browser. And I talk about the permission. Actually, in this module, you can manage the permission to the users and user groups and limit or restrict the actions that can be performed in our system. For example, downloading the document, reading it, printing it, some action like share as an external link or send this document as an attachment in your email, and even deleting your document. So you can set up those permissions based on the users, individual users, or based on the role, position, profession, department, or group. So with the permission, you can see the related control icon on the top, like downloading the document, send as an email, or share as an external link. All the actions that the users carry out in your system or against your document will be recorded in an archive. So this is the audit trail that helped you to keep tracking the actions of the users. And those actions will be recorded with the username and also the date and time, so that you can make sure every employees and every user in this of the system, they are following the company policies, and also they are taking their responsibility in terms of their daily work. So this is the demonstration of EBA, and then we can go to our quality, risk, audit, and compliance management system, QDMS. As I mentioned, we can connect to our system on the same page of Acumatica. So right here, I'm going to open QDMS within Acumatica. And as for QDMS, we integrate with Acumatica like the employee information, and also the vendor information, supplier, and also the stock item information. So you can find all of those exactly the same that you can see in Acumatica. Those will be fed into our system, QDMS, BIM, and also EBA. As I'm now logging into QDMS, and this is the home screen of our system, first of all, you can find all the pending tasks and also the notification on this home screen. QDMS is also permission-based, so that different users will have different permission settings based on their role, position, and so on. As I'm now logging in as the admin, so that I have the full control of the system, thanks to the modular structure of QDMS, so you can pick and choose the modules that you want to have and deploy on your server for complying with the standards and regulations. So first of all, let us get into the control document management module, where it helps you to manage your control document. And you can upload a new document, start a revision, means updating your document, and also manage your folder structure. And by using this module, you can read your document within the built-in browser of QDMS. That can be your procedures, SOPs, policies, or specifications. So right here on our left, these are the folder structure that we have in this demo environment. And you can go to that particular folder and find the subfolders and also the documents that we have. Similar to the previous one I've shown, QDMS supports different file formats that you upload to the system, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, video, and audio. So those can be opened in the built-in browser of QDMS, and you can start your reading right away. You open this document in our system. So this is one of the PDF files that I upload to the system. And if you notice, we can start reading our document right here. And on the top, there's different tabs that you can go to. There are different tabs that you can use, like the document info. So you can find all the basic information of your document, like the creation date and also the approvers and the code and name. And right here, while we are uploading or updating our documents, we can manage this permission matrix to the users and user groups. So you can manage the permission like reading, printing, revising, getting back to the previous version, or deleting your document. And this is the distribution list of this document, meaning once this document is uploaded or updated in our system, these users will receive the notification from the system, and they have to read this document regarding the update. And this is the approval list, means when we start our revision or update of our document, they will be the approver, and they have to review and then approve the update requests. And at last, we come to the history page that you can manage, that you can find and keep tracking all the actions that we have against this document. For example, like when this document is approved, and also when this document is updated, those will be shown in this history page. And in Qdms, there is a reporting tool that allows you to create the ready-made report in our system. For example, the document status report. And before you generate your report, you are more than welcome to use and put the condition or any or filters to your report. For example, you want to see all the documents that is under revision and also published, then we can make use the drop-down list, pick and choose the appropriate item, and then make our searching. All the records will be shown in a list. And as for our report, you can always export them as an Excel or PDF for sharing with any responsible parties. And in Qdms, we also have the external customer complaint module, which allows you to manage and record all the feedback from your customer. And all your records will be in different status, like planned, opened, reviewed, final, follow-up, and so on. The status is determined by the progress that you handle in this particular request. And as for this customer complaint module, you can record the customer name and also the complaint description. And after that, we go this step by step in our system, and then we can assign this complaint to a solution team. And this team has to do the first progress report in terms of the investigation. And after that, we can take certain action in order to handle this particular complaint. Furthermore, there is a built-in integration among the modules. And as for the complaint that we receive, we can also create a corrective action record in our corrective action module, as known as CAPA module. So you can record the non-conformity and also have defined the root cause. After that, we can perform certain corrective or preventive action in order to cope with this non-conformity. And at last, if there is any follow-up action, we can also define and record it in our system. And as for the customer complaint module and also the corrective action module, there is a report. You can have your graphical report as well. So for example, we want to see which department filed the most corrective action, or which customer that we filed the most corrective action for. So we can pick and choose, make our condition and also the filters on our left, set up the time frame, and then prepare our graph. So all your data will be shown as a bar chart and also as a table. On the top, you can also export your this report as Excel, PDF, or image for sharing with any responsible parties. And in Qdms, there is a survey module that allows you to create the survey or task to for internal use and also external use. And let us get some example on your screen. For example, we can have our employee satisfaction survey, and also we can create our survey as an evaluation form and invite our vendor and our responsible department to take this vendor evaluation form. So what kind of questions that we can define in this survey? So first of all, we can have an open text box that allow the participant to enter their answer to this open-end question. Also, we can have an item that can be chosen by the participant. Right here, you can see we can have the, we also have the multiple choice question, a drop-down list. And when we choose no, the question or certain questions will be hidden. And if we choose yes, then the question comes up. So we can set up those rules in our survey in order to make sure we get what we want to have in our test or in this survey. And at last, we can pick and choose the date on a calendar and also update the document from our local drive and attach with this particular survey form. So for all the survey that we have in this module, we can always find the result of our survey. So we can open, or we can pick and choose our survey that we have and show the result as overall result. Like you can find the number and also the percentage of this question. So you can see how many of them pick the first item, second item for the first question, and the percentage of it. Furthermore, you can find the result as for individual. Like as for this user, you can find what he answered in the survey. So it's helped you to do your analysis and keep tracking the answer of the individual user of Qdms. And right here, we have our audit management module, which helps you to manage your audit and to be prepared for audit operation anytime and anywhere. So we can use this module as for internal use and also external use, meaning you can create your audit planning and audit your supplier, vendor, and subcontractor. And right here, you see we have an internal audit planning. And this is the planning, meaning the goal that you want to achieve, having our internal audit. And how we can achieve this goal is we can create different items under this planning. The items in Qdms like the objectives that help you to achieve the goal, so that we can create different audit items for different departments. And once all of them are done, then we finish we achieve the goal, internal audit. So when you're creating the item or the audit item in this module, you can pick and choose the start date and also the end date, and also the start time and end time. Furthermore, you can invite the auditor and also auditee to this audit item. And both auditors and auditees will receive a notification in the system and also in their email inbox. Another nice feature in this module is you can pick and choose the question from the question pool in Qdms, so that this can be a reference for the auditor, and the auditor doesn't have to prepare like 5 pages of paper for auditing one employee. And instead, the auditor can refer to the system and see what he or she should ask the auditee and also record the answer digitally. And at last, we come to the risk assessment module. In this module, you can have your risk assessment planning, like as for health and safety. Again, this is the plan, and the plan is the goal that you want to achieve. And under this planning, we can create our item. In this example, like health and safety, then we can create, have our health and safety risk assessment for different departments. So as for the risk assessment item, they have they will be represented as different color. So the color change from between green, yellow, and red. So it's based on the likelihood and also the impact of this risk to our company. So if it's highly likely happen and the impact is critical to our company, then they will be shown as red. If they are not, then it will be shown as green. Also, risk assessment is a continuous work. It's not a one-time job. So you can also find the trend here, like after or compare with the last assessment, how it is going, if it is getting worse or it is getting better. And in terms of having our risk assessment item, the system will record the version number and also the update date. And you can also define the source of the risk, the impact, and also the how it is going to impact our company and also the likelihood of this risk. The system will calculate the risk score automatically so that it will be marked as high, moderate, or low in terms of the risk score. So it's come to the end of my demonstration of Qdms, and what is next is we go to BIM, which is our assets and maintenance management module. Similar to EBA and also Qdms, I can open BIM on the same page of Acumatica. And as for BIM, we integrate with Acumatica so that BIM will capture the information that you have recorded, like the stock item, locations, and so on. So we captured it from Acumatica and fit our system accordingly. And on the other hand, like all the changes that you have made in BIM, those will be reflected in Acumatica as well. So now this is the login page of BIM, so that I can log in my account. And what you will see next in the home page of BIM is the dashboard. So right after you log in, you can see this dashboard, and it's helped you to keep tracking the performance and also KPIs of your company. So all your data will be shown as a scorecard, as a list, a table, a pie chart, or a bar chart. So these windows on this dashboard, they interact with each other. And once I select one location or department on the top left widget, then the data will change accordingly based on the location or department I choose. And BIM is a permission-based system, meaning not everyone can see everything. They will see what they are supposed to based on their role, position, profession, or department and group. And this is the main menu of BIM. Thanks to the modular structure, you can pick and choose the module that you want to have and deploy on your server. So 4 basic module in BIM is the asset module, maintenance management module, material as known as spare part management module, and personnel module. In this asset management module, there is a graphical asset tree that allows you to upload your blueprint or floor plan of your facilities or plans. And you can also pinpoint the location of your fixed assets, like your machinery, equipment. And by coming to this page, you can have an overview of how they are doing, how your machineries or equipment are doing on the ground. And right here, you will see the assets tree which show the structure of your company in a hierarchy form. So for example, in different locations, you can see what kind of asset that we have allocated to this particular location. Furthermore, you can find the asset line in this asset tree. Right here, like we have a coach or a bus, and then we attach 4 tires on along with this particular asset. So all the tasks and also maintenance operations that we schedule to the parent asset, it will automatically apply to the dependent asset as well. And going back to the previous page, this is the asset list that we have in BIM, and this the asset coming from Acumatica. And we capture the information like the serial number, the asset name, location, the code, and also like the buying price to our system. And we can define the material that will be used for this asset for maintenance purposes. And we can define the maintenance team, which is the default team to take care of this asset. And BIM also helps you to manage the insurance and also inspection information as well. You can set an alert and the system will send you a reminder by the time this insurance or inspection expire. You can upload the picture and also the document like handbook, safety guideline, and connect with this particular asset. In BIM, there is a reporting tool that allows you to create over 10,000 ready-made reports. So for example, we have our asset status report. And you can set up the condition and the filter to your report and generate it. Your data will be shown as a pie chart and also as a table. You can export this report as PDF, Excel image for sharing with any responsible parties. And right here, by using our reporting tool, you can also schedule the report to be sent to your email inbox automatically. So under this configuration, the system will send you this asset status report every day at 9 in the morning. So you don't have to log into the system and generate your report every single day or every time that you need the report. And then we go to the maintenance management module. And as for the operators or the employee working on the ground, if they find something wrong with the machine or the equipment, they can file a fast request form. And they can pick and choose the asset name and then put the supportive information to the maintenance department and attach any document right here, for example, the picture or the image that they have taken. And then that can be a very good reference to the maintenance team. And all the requests that you create will be sent to this work order pool. And in this work order pool, you can find all the requests. And of course, you can create the work order without any requests. And here is where we actually scheduling the maintenance operations. You can pick and choose the schedule start date, end date, start time, and end time, which you will see them on the top right here. And also you can pick and choose the engineer or the responsible person to take this work order and also the material that will be used for these maintenance operations. If there is any services that we need from the third parties, like contractors, vendors, suppliers, you can also record it right here, and all the costs for these services can also be recorded in the system as well. And as for the work order, there is also work steps as a reference to the engineers, so that they can follow what we have defined and carry out the maintenance operation accordingly. And as I mentioned, all the costs will be calculated by the system. So by coming to this page, you can get an idea how much this work order is going to cost you. and it will be saved in our system as well, so that you can create a report in order to have an overview to all the work orders. And you can see all your work order that you have scheduled or performed in a calendar view, so that you can have a better idea what is going on, what is coming in, and what are scheduled by coming to this calendar. In order to keep our asset at the best condition, you can also schedule the preventive maintenance in our system as well. So as for the preventive maintenance, there are two ways that you can define in our system. First of all, is you can have your preventive maintenance by following the date or week or month. So which means we use time in order to measure when we should have our preventive maintenance. And also, BIM can integrate with your IoT devices that you equip on your equipment or machines. So for example, like based on the production, vibration, temperature, humidity, or kilometer, then the system generates the next preventive maintenance automatically. In this case, we can use this one followed by counter instead of followed by date. Similar to creating a work order, you can define the material that will be used, the maintenance plan, and also attach any document as a reference for the engineer who is or are going to take care of this preventive maintenance of our assets. And then we go to the material as known as spare part module. And in this module, we can see all the material that we have recorded in our system. And for those material, they are coming from Acumatica. And right here, this is one of the example. And as for the material, you can find the unit of measurement, the buying price, and the barcode number, serial number, expiration date, if there's any in our system. And more important is you can also define the warehouse parameters. So you can set up the maximum, minimum, and also the safety stock level of this material. So in this particular warehouse, when the quantity of our material reach the maximum, or excuse me, when the quantity of our material reach the minimum or the safety stock level, then the system generates a notification to the responsible person. And then in order to make sure you purchase more the material to this warehouse and make sure this material will not run out and pause the production. You can also find the vendor information here and also the equivalent, meaning the alternative material that we can use to substitute what we have now. And you can attach the document like handbook, safety guideline, instruction, and attach the picture of your spare part to in our system. And at last, we come to the personnel module. And in this module, it's helped you to manage the information of our employees or the engineer. So those two employee information, they are coming from Acumatica. And in BIM, you can also find the warehouse and also the shift that they are working as. And furthermore, in BIM, it's helped you to keep tracking the document held by these particular employees. For example, the license, certifications. So by the time this license or certificate is going to expire, then the system will let you know it's time for you to renew your certificate or license. As for some maintenance operation, it has to be performed by licensed engineer. So that it's helped you, the system helped you to make sure you can perform the maintenance operation and make sure your production or your operation will not be stopped by this kind of reason, like expire license or certificate. So it's come to the end of my demonstration of our products on a high level. So thank you very much. Let me hand the mic back to Kevin.
Thank you, Sam. Much appreciated. Let me take over the screen so we can continue. Let me see. Sam, is it possible for you to make me the host? I think I lost the privilege.
Okay, I just make you as the host.
Okay. Some questions in the chat box, so I believe we can address it. You can see my screen, am I correct?
Yes, I can.
Okay, perfect. So there are some questions that we need to address. I've been receiving them in the chat box before we end our meeting. So one of the questions is about fleet management. How can we manage fleet, cars and especially trucks in BIM integrated with Acumatica? So that's actually a good question. As for fleet management, so you may have, or companies may have a fleet of trucks, for example, or cars, or different vehicles. This fleet even can be commercial drones, for example. So you can manage the life cycle of the fleet, as well as the maintenance operations of trucks, for example. A typical example for fleet management, I believe, trucks. Yeah, that's what it means. So that's what it says in the question. So in that sense, definitely we can help manage fleets for periodic and preventive maintenance. So that is something that we have it available in the in BIM. Basically, another question that I get is about quality management. How can I comply with ISO 9001 with Qdms? So based on Sam's demonstration earlier, Qdms has modules for you to comply with ISO. So it depends on what you like to digitize. For example, policies, procedures, corrective actions, as well as audits and investigations. You can digitize those and manage them on Qdms integrated with Acumatica. So master data comes into Qdms, and you can run your ISO compliance related tests on the system. Also, if you notice, I'm also keeping our contact information on the screen. So if you like to continue this conversation, please send us an email anytime so that we can talk in detail. Another question that I received is about contract management. Is your contract management solution, does it have also a portal for vendor relations? So the contract management solution that we have, which is also an Acumatica certified application, helps you manage your contracts in a digital environment. You can design them, you can interact with vendors as well as customers, and it also has the repository that some of our customers use it as a portal. So that may be an option that you can utilize basically. So a vendor portal option is available on this application because that's running on EBA platform, which is an content management platform. So there is a portal capability available. So if you have hundreds of vendors and if you like them to use a common portal to upload documents as for, let's say, product information, or some manuals, guidelines, instructions, videos about products, for example, you can use the portal capability of the contract manager application. So that is available. So my answer is yes. Yeah, I think I addressed questions. Is there any other questions from our audience? Okay, looks like we addressed questions. That is good. So as I mentioned earlier, we have our email addresses on the screen. So if you'd like to continue this conversation, we just want to welcome it, and you can send us an email, and we can schedule time to talk further. So before we end our session, I just put a link in the chat box where you can register for our coming virtual conference. It is scheduled on March 16 and 17. That's virtual, so you are welcome to join us. I hope you can join us. I put the registration link on in the chat box. And during that conference, we'll also introduce our Synergy platform, which is a low-code, no-code, true cloud business process automation and workflow management platform. So I hope you can join us. We have a pretty active YouTube channel. If you haven't subscribed yet, we have hundreds of videos for product introductions, standalone, as well as interacting with Acumatica, webinar recordings, as well as use cases available. Use case videos are available. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel for coming product videos as well as use cases. And all of our webinars are linked on our event page. You can see the list of our webinars coming up on our Eventbrite page, and you can view what is coming up, and you can register for our coming executive webinar sessions. I'd like to thank again Torsten and Team Acumatica for inviting us for these webinars. I really appreciate it. And Torsten, thank you so much again.
Yeah, and thank you very much, Kevin, for providing it, and Sam and Sada for joining us here today. It was very interesting, as always, seeing your products. And again, like what I said at the beginning, I think it's a perfect addition to the functionalities that we are having in Acumatica, and the perfect addition for the market in Asia. So thank you, Kevin and team.
Thank you very much. Thanks, everyone. Stay safe. I'm looking forward to working with you. Thank you. Okay, bye now. Have a nice day.